Okay, good day, everyone. Welcome to this program where we are meeting to try and solve a problem that we have. You know that we have this coronavirus, right? Okay, man, do you mind reducing the volume? That's like I can hear you. I can hear
Okay,
my
just hold.
nice. So, so you find that we okay, I can still hear myself.
Just hold on. Just hold on a minute. Just hold on.
Okay, yeah, I can hear myself.
Give me a second.
Okay,
Uh, can
nice.
is it okay now?
Yes, it's perfect now. Yes, so I mean, we are meeting amidst a very dire situation where we are being attacked by this unseen virus, where we cannot fight it physically like the battles that we are used to, and the World Food Program has said that there are some countries that have a food insecurity problem, and yeah, so there's so many issues that have come up with this, whether it's economic, social. So just tell me, who are you and where are you based, and yeah, just tell us about yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, Edzai. Thank you for having me. So my name is Emmanuel Jeffrey.
Uh-huh.
I'm originally from Zimbabwe. I'm currently living in the Czech Republic. I've been living here for more than 12 years now. So I live and work in the Czech Republic, but I was born in Zimbabwe, and I lived most of my life in Norton, which is a small town in Zimbabwe.
Oh, nice. Thank you. So clearly you've settled out there in the Czech Republic. So, I mean, technology has enabled us to be able to help out, to follow people that we like, to follow causes that we like. Now, I hear that you guys out there in the Czech Republic have started something for people back in Zim. Tell me more about this program about feeding the hungry in Epworth. It's quite an interesting program that you have.
So what we've done is I've partnered with a couple of Zimbabweans who are living here in the Czech Republic. We were thinking, how could we help during this COVID-19 crisis? And we really thought, what is the thing that could really help our communities? And some of the communities were having some problems with hunger before the COVID-19 crisis. So
Yeah.
we just thought, okay, most people are trying to help with test kits and everything else, but we
Yeah.
know for sure if we don't help in the area of starvation and hunger, we will witness more people dying of starvation even than COVID-19 crisis, because in these communities they have a double crisis, right? Which is hunger and also COVID-19, which is unlike in most Western world where they're just struggling with COVID-19. But in some poor communities, it's really it might go forgotten, but really one of the key things is really hunger, which we need to try and address.
Wow. So you're saying that as citizens, you and I have a part to play beyond what government can do, government capacity. So we can actually solve this particular problem, which is hunger, because people are locked down. That means that they cannot do their piece jobs, they cannot do their usual source, they don't have their usual sources of income. So why Epworth? I mean, Epworth, tell me more about Epworth in Zim and why you've chosen that particular place.
Yeah, definitely. As you said, it's about in Western world, in this Western government, they are saying social distancing, stay at home. But in the communities where people survive from day to day, it's not possible to stay at home and be able to survive. So people have to make a choice between coronavirus or hunger, because it's either they stay at home and die of hunger, or they go out there and contract the virus. So
Mm.
Epworth is a community which is close to the capital city. It has about 160,000 inhabitants living there. And
Mm.
most of the inhabitants live in informal settlements, which are commonly called squatter camps, or really no proper housing, no proper water. So we're talking about some of the poorest people in our country. As you are aware, not everybody is poor in Zimbabwe, but there are really poor communities, and Epworth is really one of the communities. And I've personally visited the place when I was in Zimbabwe. So I really know what I'm talking about when I say these are the communities that will really face starvation in our country.
Mm. No, I can relate to what you're saying because I know, like, I am based here in South Africa, and I've always maintained that South Africa is a world where you have two countries in one. You know, you have the haves and you have the have-nots. It's like two extremes. The inequality is great. So we are actually facing here in South Africa as well. We're facing problems in the informal settlements where people can't feed themselves, and it's a reality. And government has stepped in. I think, they've committed almost 10% of the country's GDP towards feeding the hungry. So it's a welcome initiative that you've come up with. So what's your target, and who can help? Yeah, just tell us more about who can assist, where can they assist, and how much are you targeting?
So basically, our target is 15,000 US dollars. And as I've said, I am partnering with three reputable organizations: Feed the Hungry, Word of Life Church in Brno, Czech Republic, and also Joseph Foundation in Zimbabwe. With the 15,000 dollars, we are actually able to ship a container of food from the UK, which is able to feed about 4,300 people for a month. And that translates into $1, you're able to have 20 servings.
Wow. So you mean for $1, you can have 20 servings and you can feed up to 4,000 people for a whole month?
Yes.
That is amazing. Okay, so I know Feed the Hungry. I know they're a reputable non-profit organization, and they've been working in Zimbabwe for a long time. So are they going to be handling the logistics to try and get it to the people? Because we don't want a situation where politicians or just people who are capitalists, they capitalize on the situation and steal from the poor. So are you sure that this food will get to the intended beneficiaries?
So Feed the Hungry has been working with a partner organization in Zimbabwe called Joseph Foundation, and they are responsible for feeding. They currently feed approximately 16,000 children in various schools, including Epworth. So they have been doing this on the ground already. So, and this organization, by its nature, it was created to feed the hungry. They have no ulterior motive, and they really try to help as much as they can. So that's why I think it is good that we join with them and be able to feed these poor communities. We know that the governments may try to do as much as they can, but as citizens, we can try. We are living in different countries. Many people are in different countries, but we are actually able to help. You know, many people try and talk about saving the world. We cannot save the whole world, but we can take a little step. If you save one person, if you help one person, it will go quite a long way.
Okay, so what is the minimum amount that one can donate? What is the maximum? How many times can someone donate? You know, just for the people out there who are already sold to the idea of helping Zimbabwe fight hunger.
Look, you cannot say the minimum amount as low as $1, even 50 cents. Any amount you can donate goes a long way. If 1,000 people donate $1 each, that's huge amount, right? Or if just imagine if you donate, if somebody donates $15 only, you are actually able to feed a family for a month, right? That
Wow.
amount, we are able to produce you're able to give 2 servings of food to a family of 4 a month. So
Wow.
in some countries, in the country where I live in currently, people can buy Big Mac, McDonald's, 2 meals in a restaurant. 1 meal in a restaurant can
Yeah.
cost you $15 in
Yeah.
different countries. So if you forgo 2 meals and donate $30, you're
Yeah.
actually able to provide food for 2 families, which goes a long way, right?
Wow.
So I think the minimum for donation, people can donate any amount. The maximum, we are targeting to raise $15,000. But if we are able to raise, let's say 30,000, it just means that we are able to do even more. So we cannot give a maximum. Someone can donate um, in their comfort zone according to their means. The little you can donate, we really appreciate any kind of donation to help our people.
Wow. So what you've said just struck me to say $15 will feed a family for a month. Is that, did I hear you correctly there?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So you know what? I am sold. Personally, after this call, I am donating $150 because I want to feed 10 families for a month. Because this is a wonderful initiative, and the fact
Thank
that you
you.
feed the hungry, an NPO, a reputable organization that has been working on the ground in schools in Zimbabwe for as long as I can remember, then I feel at home. I feel comfortable parting with my hard-earned money. So, will you give a breakdown of how the money was spent and all that for accountability and all that, so that at least people know that, you know what, the money reached where it was supposed to?
Yeah, at the end of the project, because we have gathered a group of, in the steering committee, we have a group of about 6 Zimbabwean people. And one of the things that we said is at the end of the project, we are going to do an audit report, which we will send to all our partners, to whoever we worked with. And when the people are working on the ground, we will also ensure that there is evidence. We have some photos taken and some videos taken of the actual act of donating the food. Even though we are collecting the donations, we're just going to pay. We don't want to send money to Zimbabwe and let people do something. We want to work directly with Feed the Hungry. After we collect the funds, they're going to go to Feed the Hungry, and then the food will be shipped to Zimbabwe. So we really would like to ensure that this money goes to the people who need it, because it's
Yes.
hard-earned cash. And I know that even when I look at Czech Republic,
Yeah.
there are some people who are working and having their hand-earned cash. Even if they donate $10, it means they've worked for it.
Yeah.
So basically, with that, we just want to ensure that all the money goes to the intended people. So we will do a report at the end. We will show some pictures. We will publish how will they have used all the money that is donated.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, I mean, thank you very much. This is amazing. So if you want to donate, you can go to Go Get Funding. The link is on the URL right now as we speak. Or if you're on Facebook, you can find it in the comments. Or if you're watching on YouTube or Twitter, you will find the link there. It's gogetfunding.com. Feed poor communities in Zimbabwe during COVID-19 crisis. So, any last words for our viewers? Words of encouragement, words of wisdom, because right now everybody's under stress of some sort during the lockdowns that we have.
Yeah, all I can say is let's have hope. We're going to beat this COVID-19 crisis. We have experienced doctors all over the world who are working together to try and deal with this crisis. So we should try to save as much lives as we can, as many lives as we can. That is why we are targeting to work in this space with the hungry people and the people who are starving. So help us, donate as little as you can, as much as you can. We will be able to do more together. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you very much, Mr. Jeffrey. and I hope that we will reach this $15,000 target as soon as possible. So, for the sake of the people of Epworth, a population in the suburb, you said about 160,000 people, and
Yes.
every $15 will help a family get food for a whole month. So imagine $15 to feed a family for the whole month. That is amazing. Thank you very much, Mr. Jeffrey, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Sure.
Bye.
Okay, bye.